My name is Michelle Angel. I'm 24 years old. I am the quarterback for the Seattle Miss, professional arena football team. I started when I was in athletics when I was about 4 or 5 years old. I was a gymnast. I had a standing back handspring. When I was 4, my sister taught me how to do it on the trampoline. And being the competitor that I am, I thought that meant that I could do it on the ground. So I went when I was 4 or 5 years old, or about to turn 5, and I threw a back handspring on the ground and just landed all crazy. And that was kind of like the start of me just, I don't know if you call it adrenaline junkie or just always trying to reach the next level in sports or whatever it is that I was doing. Nothing was ever good enough. I was playing basketball since that time, pretty young, about 6, and was a gymnast, and then had to make a decision when I was 10 whether I wanted to continue being a gymnast or play basketball. I did decide to play basketball. And I played basketball all through, actually went to nationals when I was in about 6th grade. And I was really little. I'm kind of tall now. I was really little, and I think I just got coordinated. I tell everyone this. I got coordinated before everyone else did, and I think that's why I excelled at basketball at such a young age. When I got to high school and college, I was getting taller, and I was still the captain, and I was a point guard. But I just wasn't where everyone else was. I wasn't excelling the way that I thought that I would, or the way that you would assume that I would have when I was younger, just seeing how I was playing. And I didn't really get any college letters, so I went to a junior college that had asked me to play for them. And I played for them for 2 years. And after that, when I was trying to go to a 4-year university, I was only getting letters from NAI division schools. And the competitor that I am, it pissed me off. I thought that, I've been working since I was 5 or 6 years old. Not, a bad thing if anyone went to NAI, like they're great schools. But I thought that I had earned the right to play at another level. And so I decided to turn down the NAI scholarships, and I didn't go. Kind of backtracking to when I was younger, I always loved football. I asked my mom 100 times if I could go play football and was told 100 times no. And I remember, I'm a quarterback, so I throw the ball, and everyone always asks me how I learned how to throw, like was it my brothers or who was it that taught me? And I used to go out in the front yard, and I would take a football and I would throw it straight up in the air and run under it, catch it. And I probably looked crazy because my sister would never play with me. I would just throw it up and just go run and just, try and get under it. And that's how I taught myself how to throw the ball. And another, small side story about growing up, I was a huge San Diego Chargers fan, and I fell in love with LaDainian Tomlinson, who's a Hall of Fame he actually was entered in the Hall of Fame last year, running back for them. And I wore number 21, his number, all through my basketball career. So it's football's always kind of been like in the back of my mind. And when I turned down those scholarships for college, I had seen a picture on Facebook of, a girl in what we wear and a helmet. And I looked at it and I was like, what is this? I've never seen this before. And I was about 19 or 20 at the time. And I actually reached out to the girl, and she let me know, it's open tryout. So I went on the LFL page, and I signed up, for the email list, and I went to an open tryout. And for me, I was always really small, skinny, but I still never had that confidence. You would never catch me in high school, wearing short shorts or a 2-piece or whatever the case may be. And it was, I just didn't have it. And so, here I am trying out for this team where you got to be all done up, and you're an athlete, but you still need to look the part. And so I was kind of just really nervous about it. I made the team. I went there, wanting to be a quarterback, and I saw the quarterback on the team throw, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna try and see. I said, you know what? Let me just see if I can make the team. I think I got a little overconfident. She's a great quarterback. So I made the team. I started playing safety, and I really worked on playing quarterback. I backed her up for 2 years, and ended up getting my first start as a quarterback my second year. It's been a pretty awesome experience. I think that a lot of people have their own opinions about what we wear in our league, and I think the side of it that they don't see is that we're proud of what we're proud of being out there. We don't care what we're wearing. We're out there to play football. A lot of girls spend a lot of time working on their bodies to get right, or to train and to make sure that they're okay to go out there and compete to the best of their abilities. So that gave me a lot of confidence. The weirdest thing ever, I always tell Nicole, because she taught me, is that I didn't learn how to start doing makeup until I started playing football. Which is like, who can say that, So it's a weird yin yang thing kind of going on. But I was a quarterback for LA when the starter came back from a back fracture, actually, a spinal fracture. Then I was playing defense again. And me and Nicole actually moved to Dallas, where I was able to play quarterback. We had a lot of success there. I think I was the #1 rated passer in, I think it was the West. I think Jacinda beat me, but she played an extra game, so it doesn't really count. So we had a lot of success there. And then I came here to play for Seattle. So I played 2 years for LA, moved to Dallas, played for Dallas, and then came here, played safety last year, and then now able to play quarterback again. So we just played last night. We lost. It was tough, but yeah, I think a lot of things that we don't as women talk about that differ from the men is that a lot of men that are in these professional sports or professional areas that we're in, they don't have a full-time job, or they don't have to deal with all that. They don't have to deal with paying for their travel. They don't have to deal with. We get home at 9, 10 o'clock tonight after getting hit for 2 hours, and we got to go to work Monday morning. And I think a lot of people don't talk about that, so I really respect that about a lot of women here and around the world. I think for me the goal, the ultimate goal is not really with my personal achievement in my stats or anything like that. I feel and I want one day for a girl to play football and it just be normal. No one says anything about it. You don't see on Facebook, oh, this girl's a kicker for this football team. It's just okay, but that should be a normal thing. So that's my story. I don't know. I'm 24 years old. I will be playing football until my body doesn't let me anymore. And yeah, that's it.
Great.